Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chef Rambo. Today guys, I'm gonna be making some deep fried golden king crab legs. These aren't the super big ones, but by any means these are still gonna be delicious. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I got about 4 pounds of golden king crab from the frozen section at Meijer. If you guys wanted to get fresh king crab legs, you definitely could. If you wanted to get Alaskan king crab legs or the other different kinds of big ones, you could. But honey, I was just trying to keep this simple and easy. So I just went ahead and opened my first bag, and now I'm gonna open my second bag, and then I'm gonna start cleaning my crab legs because honey, it be all type of nasty stuff up on there and we want to get all that off. So once they all get nice and cleaned up, this is how they look. And all I'm doing is removing all of that delicious and luxurious crab meat. Because as you guys know, when you are removing the meat from the shell, it tends to get a little messy. Sometimes the pieces of crab meat are like mushy and they don't come out in like whole pieces. So it is extremely important to take your time, honey. This took me, y'all, probably about an hour and a half to remove all of the meat from the shell. So if you are making this maybe for a get together or something, just make sure you time this out, you know, hours in advance, honey, because this was definitely a little tedious. So this is how all my meat came out looking like, honey. We got some nice thick long pieces, and let's go ahead and get started on a batter. So we're going to be using 2 of the Andy's fish batter. I'm using the hot kind and I'm using the regular kind. I am then going to go in here with 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and I then added 1 second cup of all-purpose flour, so 2 total. We're going to add a little bit of Creole seasoning, about 1 teaspoon. We're going to go in here with about 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And because I don't have Old Bay, honey, I'm using Kroger brand of the Chesapeake Bay style seasoning, okay? And I use about a teaspoon of that. And I'm going to take my whisk and I'm going to combine all of my seasonings up. And this is how everything looks, nice and orange. I have 3 eggs. I'm going to add a little bit of hot sauce. And I am then going to add a little bit of water. So this is going to be the wet batter for our fried king crab legs. So I'm going to dip it in the flour, dip it in the egg, dip it back in the flour, and it's going to be beautiful, okay? So that's all I'm doing here. We're going to take a piece and we're going to dip it in that delicious batter flour, and we're then going to dip it in our wet batter, and then we're going to take it right on back to our dry batter. This just helps coat the crab leg as it cooks. It helps it kind of puff up a little bit and kind of give the illusion that you're eating maybe like a chicken tender or like a mozzarella stick, just because crab legs are so little. So when you batter them normally, it's like the batter isn't as thick. You guys get what I'm saying. It ain't coming out right, but y'all get what I'm saying. So I just did like a little test one, and as you can see, it kind of puffs up a little bit because of the flour, and it just kind of looks like a little chicken nugget or like a little crab nugget or whatever. So that came out perfect. All I'm gonna do is finish up the rest of these babies, and you wanna cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Let's get started on our butter. 4 sticks of butter, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of Creole seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of that Kroger brand Old Bay, Chesapeake Bay style seasoning, okay? I'm gonna add 1 of the garlic seasonings from Papa John's and give that a stir, and that's it. I didn't add anything else to this. I wanted to keep the butter sauce as simple as possible because the butter is not the flavor. The butter is not the star of this. The freaking crab legs that are deep fried are. At the end, I took a little parsley and put it on top, baby, and look at that. Those deep fried golden king crab legs were so delicious. Next time I'm definitely gonna get the bigger ones, but y'all, this is so freaking elegant and delicious and classy. I love it. My family loved it. No one in my house eats crab legs, you guys. Once I fried these babies up, they loved them. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.